It'd be all right.
Okay, Jordan Bridgewater. He was on here already when this man.
Say it again.
He was already on here when.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Spain. I'll let you lead this thing.
Mm. Okay.
I ain't gonna
Dang,
check you this
podcast won't
time.
pop up. There you go.
When your first visits, man.
This past week.
Who came through?
Hey,
Hey,
that crazy, Rico. Hey, boy, he just wasted 40 points.
Who?
who?
Man, nigga brought somebody on a visit. I'm seriously killing them all.
You put somebody.
I just won
All right.
31 shit, nigga.
They
Huh?
jump in the jump.
It's about to jump.
Oh,
All right. We got the pod started.
I don't even know if that was a nigga though.
Year 5, ladies and gentlemen. We got. We got.
They already been on the visits, man.
We got Ole Miss. We
Ain't the
got
only one, though.
UCF, Tennessee, MTSU,
Wow.
Oregon.
You do not have Oregon on.
Dang, Oregon in here.
Oregon a ghost?
We got the teams on for Year 5 podcast. We got some new season stuff to talk about, man. We got some early season L's that occurred through the new method that has been adopted. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. And
Nigga losing on purpose.
No, but we're gonna start. We're gonna start off with we want to talk with UCF, man. We got UCF on. This is a team they made back-to-back national championship games. They lost to Tennessee year 3, and Ole Miss year 4. And it's a team that had a freshman QB last year, developing him going into the offseason. Number 4 in the nation right now, UCF. What's going on, UCF? What's y'all got planned for this year, for year 5?
Man, tradition never graduates, man. Plan to go back to that natty and finish the job this time. That's the plan.
So y'all putting a
I
lot of
mean-
trust into Boozer?
Oh yeah, he took it there last year. He gonna do it again. We got the recipe around this time. Year 2, especially around the O line. I mean, I had a lot of freshmen playing there last year, and now, I mean, I feel like that's where we picked up the most actually, improved the most, especially like playing, the Ole Miss and Tennessee last year in the 2 playoff games. We just couldn't compete really with those premier DNs. And I feel like that caused a lot of problems for me in my run game where I couldn't do a lot.
Okay. I see you got a couple more O linemen on the squad. You was looking a little thin, like you said. You was a little thin last year, but it's like you added a couple more guys. You got Walt Claire Flynn, 91 overall, right guard. That's your bread and butter, ain't it?
Hey,
But you still running through blades. Everything
We
run
are.
through Malik. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything run through Malik
we had a big
blades.
off season.
Okay. So is boom or bust this year for UCF? It's either win the natty or nothing at all. Is what you saying right now?
I think at this point, yeah, I've proven that I can get there.
Okay. Anybody got Ole Miss got questions for him? MTSU got questions for UCF?
I know what you're doing.
Y'all started out 2-0 this year. Last year y'all had an early season loss, UCF, but y'all got some wins against Vanderbilt. Y'all beat South Carolina, who was top 5 team going into the season. That's another team going through a rebuild right now. So
Right.
what was and then y'all beat Florida State 31-0. So you got an upcoming game against Arizona in a couple weeks. You got Arizona State, then Arizona. Is the expectation y'all about to go undefeated?
Hey, I don't see why. I mean, like you said, you gotta go through Arizona, but after that, I don't see why we couldn't. TCU, Frank, in the top 10 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the expectation, like I said, is to go undefeated. Um, and once I get this run game solidified, I think that'll open up a lot more my playbook for Mays and my receiving core. Like I said, I feel like my weakness has been my run game. I haven't been really running the ball, so it kind of dulls down my playbook where I got to throw every game. So once I get that run game going, I feel like, and I think it's proven it shows how better we can be.
With that 87 throw pound on Boozle.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if it just I got to work around him. I mean, he got the best accuracy, but the throw power ain't there, so I can't just launch the jump downfield. I gotta give them open opportunities.
Okay. We got UCF, man. They 3-0 right now. They number 4 in the nation. They had a freshman QB last year, but it looked like they ready to take another step this year to try to win that natty. They got a lot of experience. They got Elijah Mays right now in the Heisman race too, number 4 in the Heisman race. Like senior Elijah Mays at that. So I'm happy to see him lead. Him and Hatchett, they came in at the same time, I think, if I ain't mistaken. Okay, so that's UCF. Now we got, let's see.
All right, brothers. I'll see y'all later.
All right, man. Who should we go next? Let's go with. I'm just gonna look at the top. Let's do the top 25. I'm going to the top 25, man. Let's start with. So we did UCL. Let's go to Ole Miss now. Since y'all are number 2. Ole Miss. Ole Miss
Number
defendant.
1.
Me. You want to do me?
Yep. Wait a minute. What?
All right, let's go with Tennessee, man. Came in preseason poll number 1. Tennessee came up short last year in the semis against UCF, and after they had matched up in the championships the year before. This is a team that right now is really based on it's really kind of ever since Nico left, we've been trying to figure out where we at on QB. Seth Herring was our starter last year, but we think this year, man, Marquise Eddy may be ready to take on the ownership in the team as a sophomore, redshirt sophomore. Not saying Herring is out the door or nothing like that, but he may still be used in some shape or form. But Marquise Eddy gonna be the leader. We lost Peyton Lewis. We actually lost 13 seniors last year. Went to the draft, and so we lost Peyton Lewis, who was a key running back for us for 4 years. We brought in Azumin from Clemson, 91 overall running back through the transfer portal, man. So good to have him on board. And receiving core, Hatchett senior right now. We talked about him. But we also got a lot of our young guys, sophomores that's coming in. John Locke, Manny Tribble, Josh Sislak, Corbin Heitman, freshman redshirt. So we got a couple guys we brought in from our year 3 class. Got a year 3 class guys starting to blossom. But yeah, man, we just trying to we gotta return the favor, man. We lost the natty, lost the semis last year. Want to try to get back to that natty. But what questions niggas got for UT?
You said Eddie the quarterback?
Yeah, Eddie the quarterback right now. He up there for Heisman too.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. He might drop out this last game though.
Okay. He gonna finish his tenure out?
Who, Eddie?
Yeah.
That's the plan, because I'm expecting if I start him this year, he should have a pretty nice jump next year. But I'm really waiting on Anthony Borjoquez. That's the freshman. He redshirt right now. He got elite development. 6'5" QB. He really gonna be my long-term guy. I like to see him at least start 3 to 4 years. So I gotta see what happens with Eddie this year. And if Borjoquez have a big off season, he damn near might start next year.
So that mean Eddie ain't the long term guy.
Possibly. It's possible.
Would you encourage him to transfer? Or you gonna let him just sit there?
Well, we got 2 senior QBs right now, so if Herring and then the dude I got Donahue, they leave. Only gonna have them 3 QBs: him, Eddie, Brightwell, and Burkhead. So I don't know. It's up in the air though. I gotta see what Eddie gonna deliver this year. I like what I'm seeing so far, but he ain't got too many tests. Auburn will be a nice test for him next week though.
Okay, it's pretty fair. Okay.
Ole Miss, any questions?
Has Tennessee been to a SEC title game yet?
We missed. We went year 1, and then we missed the other 3 years.
Y'all win year 1?
We lost to who did we play? We lost to Texas that year. Yeah, we lost to Texas year 1. So no conference. I said no conference championships yet.
What does Tennessee think they can do this year to kind of take a step up in the SEC to better position themselves for the college football playoff?
That's a good question. I think well right now, man, we got really what's hurt us in the past is we've had a lot of we had a gauntlet back to back to back. We had 3 straight games against the 3 top teams in the SEC each season. And so we usually struggle in that, whether it's road games, some of them be a mix of road games and home games, but this year is a little bit more spread out. So I feel like, one, that'll give us a little bit of time to kind of, after a loss, bro, I say this, after you take a loss, your team definitely play a little worse that following week. And so when I was taking losses in them other seasons, it just trickled on. So
Snowball effect.
Yeah, so I think this year we a little bit better positioned with the schedule. We got to come out. I think our first game is Ole Miss this year in the SEC. So if we come out on fire against Ole Miss, I think we actually at home too, ain't it? Or we on the road? Let me see.
At home.
Yeah, so we at home that game, and then we got at Ohio State after that. So that'll be a nice little game after Ole Miss, but we gotta focus on Ole Miss, man, to start out. If we get a win there, then we can feel pretty confident going into the 2 Texas teams. We got A&M, we got the Longhorns, then we got Bama, of course, and then we got South Carolina. So I think we'll be able to take care of business, man. We gotta try to win as much as possible. My goal this year is to have no more than 1 L, though. No more than 1 L. We didn't carry at least. Now we had 2 last year. But we didn't carry 3 the previous years, and usually when you get to that 3rd L, that hurt you, for the playoffs. So I'm trying to carry no more than 1 L this year, man. That's the goal. Get us to that championship game.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Also, man, we got that 5-star prestige right now too. So big on that, man. We've been chasing that since the beginning. But got to that 5-star prestige, much needed. Hopefully that helps us in the stadium too. I want that stadium loud and rocking when South Carolina and Ole Miss come this year. And Bama. Okay. All right, man. That's UT, and then we still recruiting out here, man. The recruiting a little bit tough right now. So I'm gonna have a separate pod on the recruiting though. We're gonna go do that maybe once a few commits start joining some squads. I ain't gonna mess up people's recruiting board right now. Let's see. All right, that's Tennessee. Now we got Ole Miss number 2. Ole Miss number 2, 3-0 right now. Y'all played. Who Ole Miss play?
BYU.
South Alabama. Damn, South Alabama. Ohio State and BYU. I mean, Ohio State playing all the SEC teams. Like that. So far pretty easy schedule. Y'all got A&M. Y'all got a bye week. Then y'all got A&M week 5. Then we got the matchup at Tennessee. Then you got at Georgia, at South Carolina, at Vandy, at Texas. Woo! So there's no recruits until if you don't get your recruits in by week 5, you can't get them till week 11.
Yep. not a very well put
Yeah.
together schedule for me.
Them Ole Miss Rebels. All right, so what is Ole Miss coming off of a championship year? Y'all got two titles. What do y'all got at stake this year to try to take this team to the next level? Y'all had two top 5 recruiting classes too, or y'all had 3 actually so far. So where Ole Miss is headed to try to go to the next level this year? With these, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all got 5 straight road games coming up after your A&M game. How are y'all gonna be ready and tested, especially with this new QB too, because you don't have Estes anymore. So what is plans with Mettenberger at the helm, and then what are y'all plans for trying to get through these early mid-season tests that you're gonna have on the road to make like a final playoff push again and win another natty?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, the SD's era is over, and he brought 2 titles in 3 years to the program. So we're extremely grateful for that. But he's gone now. So now the keys are in Mettenberger's hands, and he's got to write his own story. And he wants to show that Ole Miss is a program that is not just by one player, but this program. And he's similarly built to SD, so shouldn't be too hard of a transition. Last year, we dropped a couple of games during the regular season that we were kind of upset about. So there's a lot of motivation in the locker room to handle that SEC schedule. Niggas are not complacent off the championship at all. There's a lot of bulletin board material still out there based on past seasons. A couple of years. So, definitely motivated, highly motivated this season. We want to roll over the competition. We want to send a statement, man. And got the recruits in. We got some young guys there that damn near if I didn't have some guys in front of them already, they'd be playing for sure. But I can't. It makes more sense to redshirt them. But we got a couple of cornerbacks that are fucking elite that ain't gonna play right now. Patrick Aikman got all I was talking about. 82 freshman, true freshman, 99 speed corner. Fucking elite, but he ain't gonna play yet because I just got guys better than him right now. Free safety, true freshman, not true, strong safety, true freshman. He's an 81, 96 speed, elite. Like D tackle, 82. Like we got some elite 5 stars in here that are itching to play, but they're gonna have to sit and wait their turn because we got vets that are just a little bit better than them right now. But we're excited about the future. But we're here now to win again, and we want to, become that mid-2000s, was it the early 2000s Alabama type style, man, winning championships left and right.
Okay. I see you still got Devin Lipton too. How you feel about him? I mean, now he's a senior. It always sheds a tear when you see them seniors you recruited as a freshman. Well, what do you think about Lipton leaving?
Yeah. So not just Lipton Des, but Lipton, my middle linebacker Pounds. He's a true
Cam
senior
Franklin too?
starter since Cam Franklin wasn't part of my recruiting class. He was already here.
Oh, okay.
But Blaine Pounds, true freshman starter, day one. Now he's up to a 91. True senior. Like, couldn't be more proud of him. He's been here for 2 championships. My first recruiting class. And then Jared Burks, true freshman starter again, 90 overall, now free safety. No red shirt year, been huge in the 2 championships. So I'm really proud of those guys. I thank them for coming back one more year when they could have left. They're all highly rated, and could have gone to the league, but they decided to come back and try to get their third. So got good leadership. Even though we got a younger quarterback now, we got great leadership on offense and defense. True seniors have been there, tested, and are ready to play.
Okay. All right. Any questions from MT to Ole Miss? Okay. Y'all got a young receiving core too. I was just looking at that. Y'all got 2 sophomores as your 1 and 2. And then a lot
they
of
studs, but they some studs though. You look at them.
Cody Humphreys and Gordon Littlejohn.
Yeah, they both impact players already. Lead development, 98 speed for both of them.
Excuse me, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a couple of studs, man. They young too, so he got
Okay.
weapons. There's no, yeah. Mettenberg got weapons now. Tight
Okay.
end, true starter, tight end, Seth Wilber. He's up to 89 now. He's been pretty good as well. So yeah, man, we feel like we've done the recruiting to be able to compete, year in and year out, and that's why we feel it's important to always bring in a heavy class. You know what I mean? Like we don't take years off. You
Okay.
never know when you're gonna need to fill a spot.
Well, I know this past year, I think we probably had our biggest class. I think Tennessee had the biggest class that we've had all franchise. That was with the portal too, just to kind of, because we had so many seniors league, kind of wanted to make sure we just had a decent sized roster the next couple years. So I feel you on that. Lee,
You can
but
always encourage niggas to leave.
yeah, that's true too.
You
That's
got
true
too
too.
many.
We had to persuade a couple niggas out, but it's gonna be interesting to see how far, because you're 94 right now, and you about where we were last year when we had like a bunch of well, actually no, I think you, I'm looking right quick before we go on. Let me see. Let's see how many seniors you have.
Don't have that
Yeah,
many seniors.
you got about same amount of seniors right now, but you still got a lot of juniors and sophomores up in your higher echelon too. So yeah, y'all probably end up being, by next year, y'all probably have a better overall than y'all do this year. That's what I was trying to see.
Possible, because like you said, yeah, we definitely have like the sophomore quarterback. My running back is a sophomore behind Lipton. That's an 89. Yeah, we got guys getting ready to step in next year that definitely keep the overall. And that's depth. You got to have depth on this game. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, these injuries hitting randomly. I got hit with Caleb Beasley hurt. Still hurt. Still out 8 weeks. But hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully
but
he
this year we're excited, man, because we got to I didn't recruit heavy on the offensive line the first year or two, just because they weren't interested. But I used some of my recruiting points and XP for my coach to kind of build up my ability to recruit O linemen. So you know, have a better O line this year, and then next year and then right now we've got our eye on several 5-star offensive linemen. So we're about to build them trenches.
okay. Okay. So shout out to Ole Miss, man. Ole Miss is it's gonna be an interesting year to see where they go and see if they can win a back to back. And it'll be what,
Hope y'all like what I'm building.
two out of or back to back, or 2 out of the last three. Some 2 out of the last three. So the SEC just keeps getting stronger though, man. Georgia seems like they ain't gonna never lose. They number 3 right now. We done already talk UCL. We talk California. I expect them to drop out soon. Number 5, and then we got MTSU, man. Number 6. MTSU, they just lost to Michigan. Who did you play? Michigan. MTSU, we're ranked number 6, 2-1 right now. Just got introduced to the Big Ten. They in the Big Ten right now. They did have an early season test against Texas last week and beat Texas 26-14 at Murfreesboro. But they ended up losing to Michigan and Murfreesboro. Y'all had a lot of heat come to Murfreesboro. And y'all got Texas, Michigan, Oregon coming to Murfreesboro too, and Ohio State. Them tickets high as hell now. Them tickets high as hell to get into that in Murfreesboro.
Come on.
So with MTSU now in the Big Ten, they definitely had an early season test with Texas and Michigan so far. They got Hawaii, Rutgers, Maryland, and Purdue. They next 4 games. What's on the with MTSU making it to the new conference? What's the plans right now with MTSU? Y'all have won. I actually need to go back and see how many conference championships y'all won. But y'all pretty much dominated that Conference USA for a while. How's MTSU gonna feel in this Big Ten, and what's first season expectations for the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders?
Getting some players that can stop the run, man. It's my first thing I need to do. So that's what I'm focusing on my recruiting, man. Defensive linemen and linebackers, man.
Okay.
As
Okay.
far as expectation in the conference, I think we'll be competitive. I don't know how I can't put a win-loss record on it, but I feel like I'll have more wins than losses. I say
So
that.
you're not saying no CLP right now?
Not at the moment. I ain't gonna put the expectations on me yet.
Okay.
Maybe not this year, but most definitely next year.
Okay. Okay. What's going on with I'm looking at the receiving core right now, man. What's going on with this receiving core in
It's
MT?
young, dude. You see it? Freshmen,
Mm-hmm.
sophomores, man. It's all young, unproven, but they all good though. I feel like they all good, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're gonna be good. I like them all actually. 10-inch Peacock, I feel like gonna be the bench.
Okay. Now, question I got is Burris is a senior QB.
Mm-hmm.
So right now is MTSU one more loss. So if y'all lose again, is Burris sitting down for Krause, or y'all gonna give Burris the keys for the remainder of the year?
Nah, man, Barris helped us get up, man. So he ain't gonna we ain't gonna let Barris. Barris gonna start. He gonna start every game until he can't no more.
Okay.
He hurt right now though. It's a recent injury severe, so I don't know. He might need to take a game or two off.
Okay.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Minus 18. Damn, he damn bad.
And that
Might
playing.
need that
Why them ain't playing time a D? He's storming.
because he see Cross behind him there.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. And Stove, I didn't think Gil Stove was gonna get that good, but I might have to look at him too. There, you see him?
Yeah, 96 acceleration, 82 speed.
95 throw power.
Mm-hmm.
So if he jumped Paul Cross, he might start next year.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see, make sure now. This was now last question is, and then I'll turn it to Ole Miss. But this defense was led by Mons for quite some time. Who is that defensive leader right now for MTSU?
It's gonna be Tejada.
Freshman red shirt.
Yeah, that's gonna be him. Matter of fact, now that I'm gonna make him a captain right now while we talking about it. He gonna be the guy there.
George Tejada from Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's gonna be the guy.
Okay. All right. Ole Miss, do y'all have any questions for MTSU this right now?
No, I think you kind of asked the questions that I think the viewers were curious about. First year expectations and CFP expectations. So kind of answered that.
I do have one more question. This is more of a dart. Throw a little dart at you. Let's see.
Go ahead, man.
All right. So you got 1, 2. All right. So the ranked games you got left right now is Purdue, Oregon, and
Is it?
that's it. Yeah, it's just let's count Ohio State too. I think Ohio.
Okay.
Okay, so you got Purdue, Oregon, Ohio State, and
You
they
can add
all.
Penn State too.
Yeah, I add Penn State there too. What do you think your record gonna be amongst them 4 teams?
I want to say 4-0, but I'll be respectful and say possibly 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
I got a follow-up question.
Okay.
Out of them 4 teams there, just name, who you think will be your toughest matchup?
Oregon and Ohio State.
Okay. I'm really ready to see that Purdue, and that's at Purdue too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, they gonna take the key method.
And you know what's crazy? Key specializes in what I can't stop, and it's the run. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Okay. Shout out to MTSU, man, moving up to that Big Ten. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens this year for them. We got Oregon. Y'all not here, Oregon? Or y'all? I think Oregon gone.
I'm here.
Okay.
But I mean, I ain't here at the same time. But yeah, what's up?
Man, we got number 7 Oregon, man. Number 7 Oregon. Oregon always they quietly be building these squads because they got a 90 overall squad. Now they defense. Now this is probably the biggest discrepancy I've seen amongst any team between the offense and the defense. The offense is an 86, but the defense is 94. So now what? But y'all do got some speed out there with Pella, 99 speed. At running back, what's up with Oregon and that strategy right now with that high end defense, but the offense just not quite there yet.
I mean, the only reason the offense ain't really quite there is because we lost some big time linemen that were seniors that went to the league. We lost like a 94 left tackle and like a 91 right guard. Well, I mean right tackle. So that's really why offense took the big dip at because I mean pretty much the same offense came back outside of you know what I'm saying the linemen.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I mean the offense pretty much the same. I moved Pella from receiver. He was my second lead receiver last year, and he moved into the backfield this year. Try to give niggas a different look.
God dang, y'all got some linebackers out there. Hey, look at all these linebackers Oregon got. Yeah, y'all got some linebacker factory right now, man. Y'all got a 92, 92, 88. That's left. Then middle, 94, 90, 86. And then the right is 95, 89, 86, 84, 84. Sheesh. Y'all play a lot of what kind of defense y'all play? A lot of
man, a lot of cover threes, man, cover fours, mix up some man here and there. Niggas don't really be able to stop, man. I mean, be able to stop niggas in, man. So I just have to mix me in here and there, but it be mainly cover three, cover four.
Now that defense scary, you know. I'm looking at this on there. Yeah, that defense scary, man. What's Oregon's expectations right now? For this year, y'all went to the Natty, year one. Is y'all got all the plans to make it back this yeire?
Oh yeah, we got all the plans in the world, man. Last 2 seasons I got tripped up. Well, I got tripped up by Ole Miss last season, and the season before that it was UCF, and the season before that it was Ole Miss again. So I mean, I've been getting caught by teams that like to play it safe and slow the game down. I ain't really been able to get into shootouts when the playoffs come around because teams try to take that away from me. But I mean, we working, man. Like I said, we could have been better the last couple of years, but I think we got a solid team, man. Our O-line got to grow throughout the season, but I think we'll be all right.
Okay, y'all gonna put a lot of pressure on that freshman kicker, that 65 overall freshman kicker.
Nah, man, he ain't attempted to kick yet. And I'm trying to keep it like that, where it's on the PAT.
And that man got 71 kick power. Hell no.
Yeah, he ain't attempted to kick yet, man. So we trying to protect him and make sure he ain't got to for real, unless it's something that he can make.
Okay.
But next year we gonna be a 4-down team this season.
Okay. I keep that in my back pocket.
Okay. What kind of questions you got, MT?
No, man, it's a Big Ten 4 now, so I don't wanna ask them too much. I feel like I won't get too much out of them, so I'm just have to play it as I go.
Okay. I'm just ready to see that game coming up, man. Oregon and Murfreesboro, dog. I wish I was in Middle Tennessee to see that. Nigga got Oregon coming to Murfreesboro. I like that.
Scared to make us fuck the over, man.
How much Oregon paying? How much Oregon paying Murfreesboro for that? Or y'all just?
Man, we in the conference now.
Yeah, y'all know.
We in the conference now. Ain't no paying there.
Nigga paid us for us to come on the road the first time.
Hey, campus would be going crazy if niggas had Oregon coming in, bro. Okay, shout out to them Ducks, man. Them Ducks, I like that Ducks defense right now. That defense right up there with to me, Ole Miss right now. Probably better. To
Hey
be
man,
honest, because y'all got a lot of depth.
niggas say we don't even recruit. Niggas ask me what we was doing in recruiting. You know, man, I still finished with a top 20 recruiting class, but I mean, you know, shit, all the talent in the South, goddamn it, like shit. As you can see, nigga, them the main teams that, you know what I'm saying, that be up there in the top of the recruiting every year. I
Yeah.
only be in the SEC, but shit, it just, you know, all the best niggas in the South, or they come out the South for whatever reason. So, we
That
doing what we
damn
doing good
SEC.
for this West Coast recruiting, man.
That Bible Belt.
Hey,
Supposed to be eating greens, pork chops.
I said
Building up.
coincidence that, man, them all the best niggas and the best athletes is it.
Okay. Cool. All right, man. Shout out to Oregon. We're gonna do Texas and Arizona, and then we got Purdue and South Carolina. Right quick, we're gonna run through them pretty quick since we don't got
Go
them
ahead.
on. Texas,
Okay.
man, 2-1. They lost to Middle Tennessee. We talked a little bit about them. This is the first era without Ewers and Arch. Let me see. But now they got a new QB called, what's his name? James Lopez. Or James Lopes. James Lopes. And we thought it was going to be Trey Owens, but looks like the freshman going to have the keys right now, James Lopes, man. And then Christian Clark came back too, which gave him a big time safety valve, having Christian Clark out there. But Texas, they always find, no matter what type of losses they take, they always find a way to get into that playoff and win some of those late games that's needed. What's your expectations for Texas this year without having Arch at the helm, MT?
Let me check his skills. I think it's like what you just said. I think he'll still be in the playoffs. I think so. Yeah, I think he'll still be in the playoffs again, competing. So that's my expectation. Let's see who we get. South Carolina, Tennessee, Ole Miss. Now the question would be, I ain't seen the SEC team. How many losses? What's the most losses y'all done had in Tennessee game? 3?
Yeah, 3.
So now the MT trip up, and he still got 3 with South Carolina, Tennessee, and Ole Miss. So he got to beat at least one of y'all. I think. He'll have to beat at least one of y'all to still make it.
I man got to touch Florida, number 11 Florida, number 13 Tulane, Tulane number 13.
So the question would be, would it be the year we ever see an SEC team still get in with more than 3 losses?
Yeah, and then then he got Tennessee and Ole Miss back to back too. I feel like if he end up losing back to back that late in the season, it's gonna take him out.
You think so? And you gotta talk about the method too. Say that when we get to Arizona.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about so man, I think Texas got that MTSU loss is going, because that's what happened to me early a couple years ago too when I lost to UCF. Then
But I don't think it'll hurt them because I don't perceive me falling at the top 20 this year, really. I think I should hover around that year. So it might not hurt them too much.
Cool. So Texas 92 overall, 2-1 right now. They got we be keeping an eye out on that South Carolina matchup week 6. And then they got a couple, really after that it's gonna be Oklahoma, Florida, Tennessee, Ole Miss. So that's a 5-game stretch that's gonna be pretty tough for them right there. Arkansas too. That's a rivalry game at Arkansas. Woo! So Texas really don't got no too easy of a schedule. So it's gonna be interesting seeing what they do this year, man. With one loss early in the year via the Carlisle method.
Tulane next week.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I wonder how good Tulane is on this joint. So shout out to Texas, man. Shout out to Texas. So now we got number 14 Arizona, man. Number 14 Arizona. They have took one of their annual losses in the first 3 weeks to Miami. 27-24. They lost to Miami after beating Colorado State week 1. This is a team but look, wait a minute though. They got Nebraska right now this week. Then they got UCF week 5, which is gonna be interesting. This will be a game outside of that 3-week window. So the method, how the method look with the UCF game week 5. They got number 18 Utah week 7. Then they got number 25 Cincinnati week 12. Man, Arizona, this is a team that we talked about last year that they can lose early on And then they start reeling them games off, man, and they end up making the playoffs late, or they'll win or they'll make the championship game, the conference championship, win that. Last year Arizona lost last year, didn't it? The conference championship, or did they win? Yeah, they
Nah,
lost.
UCF won. UCF won, and he
Yeah,
didn't play the playoffs.
yeah, UCF won. Arizona had made the playoffs still after losing their joint, because Arizona had 3 losses too.
They had 4 losses.
Oh
They still
damn!
made the playoffs. Yeah.
They had 4 losses, still made the playoffs. Didn't end up playing Carlock in that game, but they lost in the first round of the playoffs. I'm trying to figure out. They also lost Kayla too, their best receiver. So it's gonna be interesting seeing this Arizona offense, man. Because now, let me go back. Didn't they lose their running back too? That was their quarterback.
No,
He's still there.
He's
Oh,
still
okay. Let me see. Okay, so they got Jimmy Sapp at QB. That's a sophomore. We knew he was gonna be there. Yeah, they still got the senior running back too. Okay. So yeah, they still got the little run game. They got the their quarterback, but that wide receiver core is looking a little iffy right now, man, with Arizona. So they do have a 99 speed freshman out there, 75 overall. What's your expectations for AZ, MTSU with losing Kaler? Their defense is a 90, the offense is a 86 though. What you got for Arizona?
Um, if for some reason 2 Big 12 teams have made it every year, I feel like. So and if none of these CPU teams get in, he'll be